What's up, everybody? We are back. And today I got a special guest on, man. Dr. Robb Kelly. We go deep, man. We go delve into his past, homelessness, drug addiction, alcoholism, you name it. He's from Manchester, England. But before we start, subscribe, like, and comment. And, man, stay tuned for this one.
What's up, Mike?
How you doing, buddy?
Living
Finally
the dream.
got you
How
on.
are you, man?
How we doing over there?
Doing great, man. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm hanging in there, you know? I'm hanging in there.
Yeah. Good man. Good man.
Trying to stay strong.
Yeah. Staying strong, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah, man, you know, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah. So what was life like in Manchester for you?
I grew up in what Americans call the projects.
Yes.
Lower income, supported by the government, pays to pay our rent. So it was a kind of rough upbringing. So
Okay.
I learned how to fight at an early age. So you learn how to fight or you get eaten where I come from. So I learned how to fight, to box, to martial arts. Then I got into bodybuilding real good. So I survived pretty well in the council estates just because I could look after myself. I used to do door work. So people knew who we was and where we lived. But rough, rough. A lot of love in the house, but not a lot of money, unfortunately. So it kind of lower paycheck to lower paycheck, if you will. We could only afford 2 pair of shoes a year, that kind of thing. So we were kind of on equivalent of food stamps back home. Mum and dad did the best they can, but it was good but rough.
Yeah. Now I know what you mean, man. I grew up very similar. I didn't grow up in the projects, but I grew up in a rough area of San Francisco, predominantly Latinos, Spanish population, and surrounded by gangs. You know, gangs, drugs, alcohol, all that good stuff that's bad for us. You know what I mean? Surrounded by that kind of environment. Same thing. You learn how to either you learn how to fight early on, or you're gonna get ran over. You had no choice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. I belonged to a gang over there. I did some bad things when I was in my teens and early 20s, just because, I was a big guy. I was the door guy, the big muscly guy, and you got paid stupid money for doing silly things. So
Yeah.
I got into a lot of that. Most of my guys I work with own nightclubs, and you know the score, Mike. You know exactly where
Yeah.
the day is there. So grew up on alcohol, same drugs, and love to fight. Love to fight. That's why I love the Doors. When he kicked us inside, I was the first one in. I loved all that stuff. And as I get older and older, now I hate it. I try and stay away from that stuff now.
I know what you mean, man. It used to excite me. I don't know what it was. We called that thugging. Like the same thing. I was one of the first ones to jump off the porch, but like, let's handle this. I loved it. I don't know what it was. I didn't like it as a little kid. I was scared, but as you do it more often and you learn to take the beatings and fight, you're like, man, I enjoy this. I don't know. I don't know if it's a sickness in our brain or the addiction part of us, but you know how us addicts are. Once we love something, we're all in. And I understand where you guys are from. People don't understand the English. You motherfuckers are some bad motherfuckers. You guys grew up. You guys are the history of bare knuckle boxing. I know a lot about that. Of those fights you guys put on, street fights. You guys are built tough, man. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of shows about the English, and I see Peaky Blinders. I know that's a movie and it's not real, but I understand. And again, I follow up a lot of MMA fighters from England and Manchester. Michael Bisping's one of them. I never crossed paths with him, but the dude was tough, man. The dude was a grit fighter, man. You have to kill that dude in order to beat him. One of those kind of guys. So I understand your background.
I know Michael. I know a few fighters over there and bodybuilders that became fighters. Tough area. But I think I was the same as you, Mike. As a kid, I feared everything. I was kind of bullied at school a little bit. And that's when I first about 14, picked up my first weight in a gym to try and get bigger. It worked, it's just crazy. Then I know this was what happened. It might have happened to you, Mike. One day, I never forget it. I was sat in the room and some guys come in and I heard someone say, "Oh shit, fucking hell, it's Robb Kelly over there." And I'm like, is there another Robb Kelly in here? But I'm like this, I'm huge, but my mind still tells me I'm thin and weak.
Yeah.
And then I realized that people were scared of me. And that's when I swapped from being afraid of violence to, if you want it, come and take it. I'm game 24 hours a day, man. Just like you. I was the first off the wall. But yeah, it's kind of, we have the all up. So for the last 15, 20 years, I've studied the mind, the brain, conscious mind, the subconscious mind, about everything we just talked about. And it's fascinating what we go through. But, it's, you got to turn your life around, and I love them days. And I often, people say, would you change them? I'm like, no, because the guy on the streets, that guy that survived on the streets, bare knuckle fighting for money off the gypsies and all that stuff, and the knife fights, and I needed that guy at that time. And that guy is still here. Now, I don't want to bring him out, and I'm sure other guys, when I tell them, you don't want to bring it out, guys, because that guy's crazy, but he's there. That personality at one point became vital for my survival.
I love how you just said that. You just hit on a good point. I said the same thing, like that monster, that beast is inside of me. Sometimes he wants to come out. Sometimes he wants to unleash, but got to keep him away because I'm older now. I don't want to get in trouble. I've been incarcerated before. That's no fun. I learned from it. My incarceration, I did about 3 years in federal prison. So, I don't want to go back to that life again. I got a lot to lose. I got a wife now. So I think twice about my actions. But that monster, I always tell people, don't let him out. Because once you let him out, it's over. I don't care. I don't fear the consequences. I tell people, I don't fear those four walls like you do. You know what I mean? It's a different ball game. I've been there, done that. It never goes away. You just keep him locked away,
Yeah. There's a word that sentence used to be around because, a guy's got nothing, he's not scared of anything. That's dangerous guy. I don't believe that true. The guy that's got a family to protect, that's your dangerous guy right there. And I'm telling you right now, looking at you, and I know I'm the same when I go out, is we can walk into a room and say nothing and people go, oh, fuck. Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with that guy. And I like that, Mike. I still like it today. Because I used to walk in a room, Mike, and I used to sit there wondering who liked me. Does anybody like me in here? Today, I kick that fucking door down, I walk in and go, who do I like in here? And I love that part of me, man. But that part comes from that crazy guy like me and you. It's in the subconscious brain there, and it takes a lot to bring him out these days. And of course, then you get the guys that, because I'm a doctor, want to take advantage. They push the boat, and I was saying, if only you knew what I was really like. Because I would drop you in a fucking second and stamp all over you. If only you fucking knew that disrespectful saying in front of my wife, you don't know what day it is, Like you say, I don't want to go to prison. I love my life right now. I don't want to change anything. So I get that guy, and I'm really good at that guy-to-guy look and stance. When you look at somebody who steps over you, go, you do that again, motherfucker, I'm going to drop you. And they go quiet. I love that part of me. But I also like the gentleman in me. I look after my wife. I'm kind to people. I love giving back. I have a huge heart for addicts and alcoholics and stuff like that, people who need a second chance. And I'd give you my shirt off my back. But, push it too far. And like you say, that guy's there, man. It's not going away. It's not going anywhere.
I love what you said, because I used to feel the same way as a kid. I used to be like, who likes me in here? Who accepts me as being part of the crew? Do I fit in? Am I worthy? You question yourself. But now, like you said, I walk in a room, I own that motherfucker. I don't care how much money you got in your pocket, what background you think you got, but I arrived. That's how I feel, Close that door. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me. I feel the same way. It's crazy. Bruce Lee said that. I like that saying. He says, there's 10 men in a room with him. He goes, I'm not locked in here with you 10 men. You 10 men are locked in here with me. I love that saying. It makes the hairs rise. When you said it right now, it gave me like the chills. Like, that's so true. Like, again, we have that gentle, loving, caring side. We have a lot of love for addicts, alcoholics, because they're broken men. They need help. And we've been on the other side. We've been broken too, but it also made us who we are. It's like we're a beacon of lights. We're meant to go through what we're meant to go through in order to help people, because we know what we're about. But again, you cross that fucking line, you disrespect my wife, it's a wrap. We're not talking about it. We're gonna handle business. I'm old school, just like you are.
Yeah, I mean, because we've been through what we've been through. Because people say today, when they don't know, and they go, what the fuck do you know, Dr. Robb, with your big houses and your cars and your fucking Rolex? What do you know? You've never been, check. You've not, check. You've never been stabbed almost to death, check. You never died on a strict check. You never lost your family, check. I check all these boxes, man, because I've been there. And I think God took me through everything like this. Because when I look back at my homelessness and the loss of my children 30 years ago, when I was going through it, I hated everybody. I hated God, I hated everybody. I was vicious. I'd just come off the steroids. I was raging lunatic.
Yeah.
But now I look back at it now, that was like a semester at Harvard University, man. The knowledge that I got from the streets, knowing where this disease can take you, is just, it's priceless, man.
It is. And there's an individual I follow online that he said this, and it at first it hit me in a different direction. He said, addicts are the most successful people on planet Earth. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He said, the reason he said it, he says, think about this. Addicts will go through brick walls, go through the fire, razor link, chain link fences. It doesn't matter. You're not stopping an addict from getting his last fix. He'll go through anything. He'll go through hell, the gates of hell, to get that last fix. And he goes, why they're the most successful? Because you flip that into success. Like you flip that mindset around, you change success. Like you go after something positive. That's all you got to do. I'm like, oh man, that hit deep, because we are all in kind of people. You know, we're very extreme, all in, and he's right. And ever since I did that, that hit me in the head. I'm like, I like that. And I kind of flipped my mindset a little bit, somewhat, you know, to change myself and change my thinking. But it hit me deep when he said that. I never realized that. He's right. Because you look at addicts like San Francisco, for example, my hometown, you look at the Tenlo, and it's a goddamn mess out there. It's a war zone. You wouldn't even think it's a fucking, we're in the United States of America. It looks like a third world country out there. Same thing in LA, Skid Row. Looks like a third world country. Those addicts don't care if they're going to die. They're just finding their next fix. Whatever they got to do, if they have to die to get their next fix, they'll do it.
There's two things I like about addiction and addicts and alcoholics is this. We get two lives in one lifetime.
Yeah.
We get the first one that we fuck up, and then we get a second one we get a chance at. So why am I not taking all the chances in the world, in business and in life? Fuck, I signed $1 million office deal in Dallas about 5 years ago. It was over a series of, but it was $1 million. This guy said, how do you sleep at night, Rob? And I go, well, first of all, I died twice on the streets of Manchester. Let's get that out of the fucking way before we start. And secondly, what the fuck can they do to me that I've not done to myself? So that addicted personality, when we get the drugs and the childhood trauma and all that shit out, that addicted personality can achieve anything. And do you know what people used to say to me, Mike, when I told them that? Because I've been in this industry for 30 years. Well, I can't be president of the United States. Let's forget your political views for a second, guys. We had a freaking businessman running the country with no political experience whatsoever. Don't fucking tell me you can't achieve your dreams. It's just not true. Somebody's put that there. Somebody's told you sometime, somewhere, some place that you're not good enough. That you'll never be tall enough, blonde enough, rich enough, or thin enough. It's fucking bullshit is what it is. I found two kinds of people in this world, Mike. The guys that love you for who you are and the guys that want to be you. That is it.
Ooh, I like that. That one's deep. I want to go back a little bit, because you said you lost your children 30 years ago and you're homeless on the streets of Manchester. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. So that's a few things that preceded that. Obviously, I was a raging alcoholic. Okay. I stabbed my wife 3 times one night because she wouldn't let me finish drinking my bottle of vodka. That crazy alcoholic. So when she took my kids away from me, I got them back the next day. And for 2 days, I was out cold with alcohol. They'd not been fed or changed diapers for 2 days, nearly killed them kids. The police kicked the door down and in they come. They served me with unfit father papers, and they took my girls, ages 1 and 3. Mother-in-law grabbed young one, my wife grabbed the eldest one. And my girl was walking down. She'd holding mommy's hand as she's walking down the path, and she said 3 things to me. She said, Daddy, please don't go. And then further down the path, she turned around again and said, Daddy, please get better. And I always fucking fucks me up this. And when they got to the gate, they opened the gate, and this is the last thing she said to me, Mike, Daddy, please stop drinking. And I couldn't do it. So, a month after that, I'd lost everything and was homeless. But 4 years ago, I get a message on Facebook, and it's my daughter. And she says, hey, Dad. Fuck me, Mike. She called me Dad. I have that framed on my wall. I've heard a lot about you. I've seen you on TV. I don't believe what I've been told all these years. I want to see you. I've got something to show you. Within 4 hours, we're on a plane, me and my wife. We get over there, we get the door, they come out, we hugs. It's all that shit going through my head. What a shit father. And then she took my hand and she walked me into a living room and she handed me my 3-month-old granddaughter.
Wow.
Right there, I knew that I was doing the right thing and helping people, And then 5 weeks ago, my youngest daughter got in contact with me, and I'm going over to England in a couple of weeks to see her. So, yeah, I was homeless for that 14 months. I'd not seen my children for 30 years, but everything's come back, mate. And when I came over here, I bought a little apartment. My apartment got foreclosed on because I'd helping people free of charge, just trying to help people, man. Not one person helped me. So they foreclosed and I was homeless over here. It was crazy. So again, it's just like, I believe God takes you through this to make you stronger. God takes you through this so that when you come up to somebody who's got nowhere to go because nobody understands him, and nobody knows where he is in life, along comes me and goes, fuck yeah, I've been there. Yeah, but I've done that as well. What about, yeah, I've done it. I've done it, man. I know a way out. People think, well, I thought when I was on the streets, this is my lot. This is it. I tried to commit suicide 7 times and on 2 occasions it worked, but I thought this was my life until I had that spiritual awakening on the streets, and I thought, no, that's not my life. And that's what I do today. You'll never see me come on one of these shows, Mike, including this one, and sell my services. Oh, please call me if you need any help. Fuck that. I'm not here for that. If you want to buy my book, don't buy it. Go out and find out what it is. I'm not telling you what it is. Message me. I'll send it free. I'll pay for all the postage and everything over there. Because if we can inspire one person today, man, we'll never hear this, Mike. But can you imagine one day somebody saying to his wife and kids, if it wasn't for that show where I heard Mike and Rob on, that's what changed my life. That's why I do this stuff today.
Me too. That's why I love this kind of interviews. And that's why I love being transparent. I don't love holding nothing back. I love telling my stories. I just posted on Instagram about one of my clients. He reached out because he's going through some depression. I go, man, I'm proud of you. Even though he went back and ate it through his emotions, gained some weight back, I said, I'm not mad at you. I'm proud of you that you reached out and you're man enough to admit that you're going through some depression, because it's hard for a man to admit that. It's very, it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, it is, man. I've just lost 150 something pounds over 2 years. I know that struggle, but we're neuroscientists over here. So I did the neuroscience and it worked really well for me. But yeah, it's, just because you relapse, just because you fall back a little bit, it just gives you more strength to go forward, and surround yourself with good people. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future, kind of thing. I knew when I was going through shit, I was hanging around 9 depressed alcoholics, so I was going to become the 10th. Learn behavior and measurement. It's all about behavioral science. If I hang around people like you, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to have that mindset of that you've got. That's the way the mind works. Very fascinating, the mind. Very fascinating.
It is. I'm constantly trying to evolve myself and use more, tactics not tactics, but learning more about the mind to help clients to get through this, because we're all going through shit in life. Right now, we're in an unstable place. There's a lot of political bullshit going on out there, fucking with people's minds. The economy over here is not the best, so it's a lot of people in disarray right now. And I'm like, the main thing you could do, though, is I tell people, is control what you can control, and that's yourself. Get some sunshine, get some exercise in, some vitamin D, get some steps in, drink a lot of water, eat good food, because if you go to the bottle or you go do drugs or go eat fast food every day, it's going to destroy yourself. It's going to make it worse. It's not going to fix the problem. Whatever problems are going on out there that are out of your control, that's out of your control. Control what you can control. That's yourself.
That's so true, man. You need 4 chemicals every day, guys, to be happy. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, which we all know how to get them. You can Google it. But did you know 2 of them chemicals, 2 of the neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin, are created in the gut? So unless you're eating half decent, because look at the shit we eat these days. I went to the supermarket the other day. I picked a big shiny box by a well-known company, 9 grams of protein and 0 fat. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I turned it around. There were 27 ingredients in that thing, Mike. So out of them 27 ingredients, there was 15 ingredients that a human being should not consume. 15 right off the bottom. There's banned anywhere else in the world. Out of them 15, and here's where the key is, 3 of those, I found out after my test, I couldn't methylate. So if I'm eating a staple diet at home and I can't methylate a certain food or protein, then there becomes a deficiency. That deficiency causes the depression, causes the addiction, causes the heart disease. And people are going, there's no way, is that true? It's true. So the pharmaceutical companies are right after the food companies get us sick. Pharmaceutical company wants to give us a pill. And that's how the world is. Nobody wants anybody to get well over here. It's known. So we have to look at what we eat. You look at McDonald's fries in the UK. They're not the best things to eat. But you know, in the UK, there's 3 ingredients in it. There's salt, potatoes, and they've got the water there. Do you know how many ingredients there is in America? 27. What's
And
the
you know
other
what?
24 ingredients? You need guys, if you're really interested in you need 4 oils in your life. All the fucking canola oils and fucking shit. Sunseed oil, rancid oils. 4. You need a coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, and a good grass-fed butter. That's it. No other oils. Every other oil is rancid. You know, it'll get you sick. And you really got to look at this, because when we do that in the morning, the subconscious brain wakes us up. Every morning it wakes us up. This guy wants to kill you and make it look like an accident. We have a session here that every morning routine, it kills the subconscious and in comes the conscious brain first thing in the morning. This guy's succeed. This guy will do anything we want to do. We've got to make sure the conscious brain runs our day. But you know, tomorrow morning, this guy's going to wake me up again. So unless I do my stuff on a daily basis, the subconscious brain will run my life, and I'll keep relapsing, and eventually I'll either kick suicide or I'll die of an overdose. That's just the cold, hard facts.
Crazy. So you try to unalive yourself as well, right? You said 7 times?
7 times, man. Yeah. And on 2 occasions I was pronounced dead, and they brought me back to life on the side of a road. 2 roads in Manchester, you know. It's like that's what people say to me. What do you know? You don't know. Who do you think you are? Why are you taking these rancid? I don't give a fuck, first of all. It's very hard to do that, by the way. You know, Mike, you know, words can hurt us. We're very sensitive people, addicts and alcoholics.
Yes.
You know, and then, you know, I died twice. What more proof do you want that I will go the extra mile? I don't care what you think today. If you think I wear stupid glasses and I dress like a teenager, I don't care about that shit. You know, I don't, who does he think he is? I don't care about that shit. I fucking know who I am today. You know, don't need your opinion. Thank you very much, guys. You can take that opinion and go away somewhere. The other guys that want to be me, you know, and it takes balls to say that, but it's true, Mike. I can tell by just the way you look and the way you talk. You know, you're very, very placid. You're very, but I know there's a fucking monster in there. But people want to be you. They look at you on a podcast. They look at you walking down the street. They go, God, but they get jealous. So they rather take a little dig at you on the keyboard, you know, rather than back in our day. I don't know how old you are, Mike. I'm 63. Back in
49.
our day,
I'll be 50 in January. I'm not too far behind you.
You saw that shit on the streets, didn't you? If you had a beef with somebody and behind a fucking keyboard, you got on the streets.
All day.
If you said something this, you're going to get smacked in the mouth. That's just the way we grew up, you know? And I love that. I love that period. I love the guys that were born in the 60s and 70s. They're the real men who need to come back today, by the way. We don't need fucking cry rooms. We don't need to get comfortable about anything else in life. We don't need tissues, man. I get sensitive behind my door with my wife and my friends and my relatives, you know? I'm here to inspire people. Sometimes when I tell my story, I'll cry when it comes to the part when she said, Daddy, please stop drinking, you know? But at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I've done in life. And I know, because I know this, Mike. And guys, if you're not religious or spiritual, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. But when I get to heaven, I hope there is heaven. When I see my maker, do you know what he's not going to ask me, Mike? He's not going to ask me how much was that car you bought, or how much was that Rolex watch you bought, or how big was your house. He's going to ask me one question, Mike. He's going to say, Rob, how many people did you help? That's it. And I want a big number, Mike. Boom, baby. I want a big number.
I like that. And you know, honestly, it takes a real solid man. Like, for a long time, it bothered me. I just came up on my 5-year anniversary that I tried to commit suicide too. I had a bad Xanax addiction. I was well, found me the next day with barely a pulse, shot me with Narcan, came back to life, bounced out of it. But it's real, man. It's real. Like, people look at me like, you? How's that possible? You went through that? Like, yeah, I'm human. I got a mind just like everybody else, and my mind broke. And unfortunately, my mother tried to commit suicide. We were kids, and when the psychiatrist was interviewing me, asking me questions, and I told her that my mother tried to commit suicide, she goes, you inherited the gene. I go, how's that possible? Because she was alive. I mean, we were alive. We were a kid. She possibly either contemplated or possibly went through it or tried it before you guys were born. And I didn't know that was possible. I looked it up and I was like, oh my goodness. So now I'm aware of it. And so now I tell my story because people need to hear this. They need to know they're not alone. And we all went through our bullshit. And now I use this as like a superpower. Like, it doesn't define me, it doesn't make me weak. I went through it. I came back stronger, and now I use it to help others, because people need to hear these things. They need to hear our stories. We're not going to hide behind, and hide behind it and not admit it. Why? I don't feel shameful. I went through it. It is what it is, and I'm going to use it now.
Yeah, I think the warriors of that time and gone through what we've been through. It takes balls to get up and tell that story first of all, and then continue and help people with that story. It's like there's so many things that happen to us, and so many. I believe that there's certain genes and certain methylation stuff that brings on depression, brings on suicide, brings on all this stuff, and it mainly come from our parents. The learned behavior and enmeshment from parents or caregivers, like mums can pass depression down to kids to a certain point. Then we surround ourselves by all these people that are usually bad for us at the beginning, because I didn't get any validation at home. I didn't get any approval at home. I remember coming home from like the Mr. UK bodybuilding thing. I came home and my trophy was as big as me. It stood this high. I got it out the car. I walked it into the living room. I stood there. My mum was like, "Oh my God, you're amazing." Dad never said a fucking thing. And do you know what I was chasing, Mike? His fucking approval. Yeah. Just once, Mike. That's a great job, son. Not fucking once. Not once, man.
That's tough. You want to make him proud.
Sometimes I'd get to his workplace and, "Oh my God, here's the golden boy." These are all his friends. I'm like, "What do you mean? Oh, you won this, you won that. How do you know? Your dad can't stop bragging about you." Never tell me though. And that's what damages people, man.
I wonder why some fathers are that way, that they don't want to show their kids like approval. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't understand that part of the human psyche. Like, the mothers are always proud, but some fathers aren't like that. Is it deep down jealousy because they didn't accomplish it in their lifetime and you did? What is it? What do you think it is, Dr. Robb?
I think from the research and studies we've done is learned behavior from their grandparents. So what I say to people like me and you is we're the chain breakers, because it's a generational thing. You find out a father's being hard on his son, you'll find grandfather being hard on him, and it goes through generations and generations that's the way you do it. Well, with the world at our feet right now, with all the internet and stuff like that, you can go in and find out that when you break that chain, man, children just grow up in an amazing life, because I know when I was on the doors back in the 80s and 90s, Mike, I'm with like 6 other bodybuilders on steroids. We're all fucking hard men, naughty boys, all that shit. I could never turn around to them and go, "You know something, I'm a little depressed today." They would have beat the shit out of me. One would have headbutted me. But now we can do that because me and you stand up and we say something sensitive, or we say, "Son, great job." Who the fuck is going to argue with us?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Like Mike does it and Rob does it, so they're going to do it. And that's how we start this movement that I started 10 years ago, is be sensitive, but stay strong,
So what led you into being an addiction specialist in the treatment? What got you into that? What called you into that?
Well, the spiritual experience I had was crazy, because after calling out to God at 3 a.m, guy went on the corner, missed his last Bible study home, moved into his basement, met another guy called John, took me through a program, got well. And it was just a case that once I got well, I saw the mental illness in my family. I found out that my mama tried to commit suicide 3 times. And all this mental illness started coming out. But here was the crux, because then it was only alcohol and drugs I was working with. So 95% in the early days, alcohol and drugs, 5% depression. Today, it's 95%, depression, PTSD, finding out who you are, finding your identity, and 5% drugs. But I knew there was something going on, and this is back in the 90s. There's something going on in the brain or the mind that the medical fraternity know nothing about. And they still don't know anything about addiction.
Nope.
If you go to alcoholism is the only self-diagnosed illness in the world. The doctor can't tell you the fucking alcoholic. He doesn't have a fucking clue. So I knew there was something missing. So I started my studies then. And then I remember being on the streets, and I was outside this liquor store. It's 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning. It's snowing. I've got a vest on, pair of shorts and a pair of flip-flops, and I'm sweating profusely. Now, I know from experience, if I don't get alcohol or hospital in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to die. This guy knows me. He opens the door quietly. He's not supposed to liquor till 10 a.m. He lets me in. Mike, I'm shaking so badly. I can't put a word together. And I put my £10 on the counter, and he puts the bottle on the counter. This is what happened. This is what started everything with me. I was holding the bottle, sweats went, mood changed, headache went, feeling great instantly. And I looked at the bottle, I looked back at the shopkeeper, I looked back at the bottle and went, holy shit, it's not about the alcohol. That's where it started for me. And we've done millions of tests where we pick these addicts up and said, you've got chronic relapses. Next time you relapse, call me first. I'll come and pick you up. I'll give you £25, do what you want. So we did that and we monitored there and back. The most intoxicating part of all that journey, from the thought pattern to the phone call, going to the dealer, getting the drug and taking it, the most intoxicating part of that was the drive to the dealer. And we fucking knew right there it's not about the drugs.
Fucking crazy.
Then we really got into it about the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and what we call childhood trauma, which is the gateway drug. And we've delved in and gone down this wormhole that nobody else really does because there's no money in it. Unless you have practices like me, the normal person, or someone on a grant trying to find out about addiction. Nobody wants to know people getting well. Jesus, the pharmaceutical companies will go crazy if they lose patients or clients. So we kept going down, and the richer I got through my companies, I own 4 companies, the more time we could research and the more money we could put in it. I deal with movie stars today, rock stars, they're my clientele, the government, but with 25% of my work, Mike, is pro bono, is giving back to the community, So I'm still learning today.
Like you said, you were kept alive, you were given a second chance. God put his hand on you, said, Rob, you got to pay it forward. Give you a second chance. You got to pay it forward, and that's what you're doing. You're giving back, and that's what I feel like I'm giving back too. I try to give it back and try to be honest and forthcoming and tell people like, you know what, I went through what I went through, but now I got to tell my story and let people know they're not alone because we're here to do that. If we can save one person, did our job.
It's powerful. It's powerful. So when that Derek came across me, his name was Derek on the streets, he took me back to his house. He said, you can stay here for as long as you want, but you've got to come to these AA meetings with me because he was recovering alcoholic. And I said, shit, I hate them meetings. So I went to this meeting with him the next day because it was a dry bed for the night. I knew it's going to... But this guy halfway through, he said, my name's John and I'm a recovered alcoholic. And I'm like, what did he just say? A recovered... What? He spoke out that book. He talked immaculately. At the end of the meeting, I went over and said, John, will you sponsor me? My name's Rob. He said, no, but I will be your spiritual advisor for a period of 12 weeks. This is how crazy it gets, Mike. Hold on to your seat. I said, okay, what do I need to do? He said, there's my apartment number. Get yourself a big book and get yourself a dictionary. That's what I did. And for 12 weeks, Mike, I walked around to that man's house for an hour to get there, spent an hour with him and an hour back home. The only stipulation was I cannot go up to his apartment at 1 minute to 7 or 2 minutes. It's got to be 7 o'clock on the dot. You knock on my door, I'll answer it. And he did. 1 minute to 8, he would walk in the middle of a conversation. He'd just walk, all right, it's time to go, Rob. He'd walk me out. After 12 weeks, I changed. I knew that my DNA had changed. And we'll get into that later. It's 100% true. But, everything he told me started to come true. Like, your life will change, blah, blah, blah. So when I got this little job sweeping floors at a factory because of Derek, I got my first pay packet and he told me that I'd be sent to another country. He told me that God's, all this. But I went back to his apartment with a little teddy bear and a card. I wrote on the card, thank you, John, for introducing me to God because he, capital H, took the compulsive drink away. When I got there, there was nobody in that apartment. I was knocking on the door that hard at the right-hand woman come out. She says, can I help you? I said, yeah, where's John moved to? He said, John who? I said, your neighbour. He said, well, I've only been here a couple of months. There's been no one in there since I've been here. So I thought she was crazy. So I went to the other side, knocked on the big guy, came to the door. What do you want? I said, where's John relocated to? He said, John who? I said, what's wrong with you guys? The guy that lives next door. And he said, stop wasting my fucking time. That's a derelict apartment. I'm like, what do you mean? You go in it, you fall down to the basement. You can't go in it. It's dangerous. And I'm like, what? I know this is his apartment. I went round to the meeting the next night. Now I'm like, where's John? Where's John? I need him now. And I see the chairman. He goes, Rob. I go, oh, thank God for that. You recognise me. Yeah, of course I do. Does John still come here? He said, John who? I said, fucking hell, John. I was over near the coffee machine and we're talking together. And he said, Rob, you was over there talking to yourself.
Whoa.
I found that man, Mike. And when I started to get wealthy, I put the best private detective agency that money could buy in Manchester. They could not trace that guy. Nobody had ever heard of him.
That's deep, man. Whoa, like you're talking to a spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't tell that story for about 10 years, Mike, because I knew people would laugh at me.
That must make the hairs rise on the back of your neck. I mean, it sounds crazy. It sounds like you're crazy. Like, am I going crazy? I was talking to myself the whole time. Like, what's going on, you know?
But you know what? When I started telling that story, go, yeah, you know, that's crazy. I said, it's crazy, but can you explain to me in the addiction world why we have a 98% success rate when everyone else has a 4 to 5% success rate? And can you explain to me why we offer you a money back guarantee if you relapse after finishing our program? Can you explain that? Because this program we have came from John and God and works. I'm just a vessel that's been put through all this shit to stand there and go, look at me. See what I've done. I'm the human face behind this fucking spiritual thing that's going on. And people have no choice but to go, oh my God, it's true. It must be an angel. It must be something. But from that day, Mike, I've never let anybody speak down to me. I've always
what's crazy? What's crazy, Dr. Robb Kelly, is why do some people succeed and some others don't? You know, when it comes to addiction, like some have the will and some don't. Because I'm not having, but my sister's going through it with a family member, with her husband. He's going through it. He has a hard time getting away from the bottle, and he keeps going back to the war in his head. He's a little bit of PTSD from the Iraq War, and I told him, like, I understand what you go through. I know what you went through. I know you've seen a lot of death and a lot of ugly stuff, lost friends, but I told him this, what I said, you have to look at it like this. You're living for them. You made it here, man. You got to use it as your strength. You're here now. I don't know. He just keeps reliving that past and he can't get away from it. And why is that? And then some others can get away from that and move forward with their life.
So it comes down to the conscious brain and the subconscious brain. Everything we see, feel, hear, touch is stored in the subconscious brain from birth. It's all there, just hidden away. Okay. So you have to, what part of the program is to every single morning to reignite the conscious brain, not the subconscious brain. The subconscious brain wakes up in the morning, man. That's the guy who wants to kill you, make it look like an accident. We have to introduce the conscious. That's why the 24 hours a day, 3 parts of the brain reset every 24 hours with alcoholics and addicts. So that 24 hours is not an AA thing, goes way before that. So wake up in the morning, we've got to start again. So 300 neural pathways die every single day. There are billions in their head. The question is, what are we replacing them 300 neural pathways? Are we replacing them with today's positivity, or are we still living from the subconscious brain, which is the Iraq War, which is all this stuff that plays on us? So the basal, I'm going to get technical on your ass for a second. The basal ganglia, first of all, the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus part of the brain is our survival part of the brain. It tells babies from birth, you must eat food, drink water to survive. All our life we know that becomes working part of the brain. The hypothalamus tells normal people that. With alcoholics, at a certain point, the hypothalamus, our fight or flight, our survival, our you better do this, otherwise you'll die part of the brain, tells the brain to drink alcohol. That's why we can go days or weeks without water and everything else goes to the back. So unless the hypothalamus is fixed, then you've got the basal ganglia. If you can imagine a clock here, guys. If you imagine this clock, right? 10 after you come off a bender, 20 after you get the wife back, 1/2 you get that little job you wanted, 22 you buy a little car, and at 10 to you self-sabotage. Because that part of the brain at 10 to the hour is at default to self-sabotage. Goes back to the amygdala and is linked to the hypothalamus. So then you've got to introduce the childhood trauma is the gateway drug, but not the childhood trauma you think it is. It's not the, oh, you went through a divorce or you've been in a car crash or a plane crash. No. It's that one caregiver that says you're a piece of shit. Who do you think you are? That one caregiver that talks down or hits us or burns us with a cigarette in my case. It's them guys there that get putting in the subconscious brain. And we can only take so much before we relapse. Unless them 3 parts of the brain are put back to normal, you're always going to relapse and eventually die. That's how it works. So we have to bring in the neuroscience of today, which is 100 times, 1,000 billion times better than anybody in the medical fraternity has come up with. There is 100% permanent recovery from anything that you're going through, unless you have brain damage or a wheelchair. I'm talking about psychologically, you can get over anything if you know the neuroscience behind our mind and our brain works.
It's so important that you said, because I also like learning about the neuroscience because it's important, especially the way we eat as humans and how I coach. And I always tell my guys, like, I'm trying to break you from your old habits because your brain, yes, you might be a new trajectory. You might be eating good, losing weight, but there's that old habits that's always creeping in the back of your mind that always wants to go back to this old behavior and eat the way it used to, unless you stay accountable and you have a coach like myself that keeps you on the right path. Because a lot of times it goes right back to old behavior. And I always tell I tell people, you need at least a year for it to stay on that right path because you always want to go back to that old behavior. What's in your opinion or your expertise? How long does it take for someone to fully recover from any kind of addiction? Alcohol, drugs, cigarette smoking, weed.
Well, because it's not the problem, you can recover from that in 24 hours. You can stop that shit straight. But like you said, it takes between 3 months and 12 months to fully reprogram. So the basal ganglia, the repetition, strength, and confirms. Can you imagine a pilot needs 10,000 hours in the air? So he keeps doing this act like us driving a car, and all of a sudden we're brilliant at it. That's what it is with addiction. So it's broken. Okay. So the repetition, strength, and confirms for the good part doesn't work for us. So it's really important that you understand this, and really important you have a full knowledge of what you're going through, whether that's eating, porn, sex, food, alcohol. It makes no difference. They're all about patterns. So you need to reprogram brains and change patterns, which change behavior. So nobody knows they're in a pattern, by the way. But if you've ever gone out somewhere with a bunch of guys, you go to the seaside or a zoo or something like you go there, you have a few drinks, you all get drunk on a bus, you're fantastic. At the end of the day, you get back on the bus. Which seat do you sit in? 9 out of 10 times, you'll sit in the same seat as you travel therein. That's a real easy pattern to see. But we have patterns in our head, and most patterns get disrupted by old thought patterns and behavior and childhood trauma. Because just about we go. So the neural pathways, and this is our own findings, they work like this, okay? So the neural pathway comes out of thought pattern, and in 7.3 seconds, there's a split. You have 7.3 seconds to decide which you're going to go, self-sabotage or the good, healthy neural pathway. So what I mean by that is if I'm sat on the couch tonight and I'm with my wife, I've got a big can of Coke and a big, bag of chips, and I turn around to my wife and go, hey, I'm thinking of going to the gym tomorrow. I ain't going to the gym tomorrow. I know it. She knows it. The fucking dogs know I'm not going to the gym, okay? But within me saying that, within the 7.3 second time frame, if I put the Coke and chips down or walk into the bedroom and get my sneakers and my t-shirt and I put it near the door, there's a 99% chance of me going to the gym. Because what things will do, given their own environment, is you'll want to self-sabotage because somebody's put that there that you'll never amount to anything. You can't lose weight. You can't get in the gym. You can't build muscles. You can't diet. You can't be a manager. You know how many times people have told me I can't do shit? Thousands of times they've told me. I'm a patient, over 8,500 patients I've been working with. You've got to change the mindset and patterns, therefore behavior. And the other big thing as well, which comes from listening to what people tell us, is our internal dialogue. If you drop a pen on the floor, oh, what a stupid idiot. Stop that shit, guys. Stop it. Because the brain will know the difference and it'll store that in the subconscious brain. And do you know when it'll come out? Do you know when the memory will recall that shit? Just when you're going for that job or car or girl or start your own business. It'll come out, you stupid idiot. And then we stay in the comfort zone. There's a great story I tell, Mike, going back to the late 60s. A young girl got snatched off the side of a road in England, Manchester. Schoolgirl, uniform on, blonde hair. There was a huge manhunt for her, couldn't find her. 9 months later, a police car is following another car down a country road, and one of his back lights was out. So he pulled him over. You're allowed to search the car back there and just find it. The way the police used to check if it's your car, they go, hey, what's in the trunk? Yellow jacket, a pair of boots. They opened it, yellow jacket, yeah, it's your car, off you go. But he wouldn't tell them. So when they opened the trunk, they found a stolen screwdriver. So now they're allowed to go back to the house and see what else is stolen. So off they go to the house. Lawnmowers, drills, Mike, everything he stole from this place. But they see a box in one room and it's about 4 foot high by about 12 foot wide. And they go, what's in there? More stolen gear? He's like, I don't know nothing about that box. So they smashed the lock and there was the girl that went missing, Mike, 9 months before. She was alive. She'd battered and bruised. Used to take her out every day, abuse her, shower, food, restroom, back in the box for 9 months, Mike. She went through this. When the policewoman leant over, she took this girl's hand. She helped her step, this 16-year-old girl, helped her step outside the box. She took her police coat off and she put it around this girl. What's the first thing the girl did? She got back in the box. That's what we do in life. We'd rather stay in pain, in a comfort zone, than step out into the unknown. People stay in relationships way too long.
Way too long.
Work way too long. Especially.
Please say that again. I love that because I know some people going through that right now.
Yeah.
That one.
It's crazy. You got to get rid of that box, guys. You got to smash that fucking box to pieces. You can achieve anything you want to do. Quantum physics backs my neuroscience up here. You can do literally anything you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you different, because it's just not true. If you want to start an empire today, don't start a business. Anybody can have a fucking business. I got a business card and a website. I have a business. Big fucking deal. Why not start an empire? Why not have 20 offices around the world instead of one in your bedroom? Who's stopping you? Just remember this saying. Every time somebody says that to you guys, remember this saying from Dr. Robb. Says fucking who? You can have a perfect marriage. Says who? You can't be on TV in front of 18 million people, he's telling me. Says who? Who's making these fucking rules up? Because I don't like them. So I'm going to start making my own rules up. And my own rules are amazing. And your own rules can be amazing, guys, watching this podcast. Stop doing the norm shit. We're not normal. We're fucking beyond. You said it before, Mike. I love it. I say it all the time. Addiction is not a deficiency. It's a fucking superpower. Are you kidding me? Once we get rid of that shit, that addictive mindset, you can, the smartest guys in the world, every single employee of mine have recovered alcoholics and addicts. Period. I won't hire anybody else. Oh, you can't do that. That's sex. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you're not been through the shit that we're teaching, you can't work for me. End of story.
You know what? I was just about to hit on that. This is what I say. Like, listen, when you hire a guy like me as a coach, fitness is a little piece of it. Okay, here's your macros. Here's your carbs, fat, proteins, calories, yada, yada, yada. But what you're fucking getting is a guy who's been through life shit, who knows darkness, who fucking been behind the fence, the can, as we call it, prison, grew up in the streets. I too was homeless as a kid. Not per se myself, but my family and I were homeless. We were staying in a shelter for 6 months. That's traumatizing shit. I still remember it. So, I've been through my fair share of life, addiction, alcohol, weed, which I recently gave up, like almost coming up on 10 months, which was hard to do. So I've been through my shit. So you're getting a coach who's been through shit that can help coach you through your shit. There's a lot of fitness coaches out there. There's tons of them, but there's not a lot of them that have been through the shit that I've been through. And a lot of, like you said, you're coaching really the psyche here. It's not the physical here. This is where it all starts in the mind, by changing the old patterns, creating new patterns, changing the old behaviors, creating new habits, building discipline. It takes time. I think Dr. Andrew Huberman said it. There's a anterior singular cortex.
Yeah.
Why guys like me and you have that. What that means is obese people don't have that part. It's very weak. Why? Because they say yes to everything when they gain weight. Me and you say no to a lot of things, like no to the fucking alcohol, no to the bad food, yes to the gym, yes to walking. So we've built that. It takes a long time to build that. And when I watched his podcast with him and Goggins, I was like, wow, that's deep. So that's why some people have discipline and others don't. And most don't. Most of society, 70% of Americans are obese right now.
Yeah.
And probably higher, I'm assuming. And Texas is one of the worst states on the country right now as far as obesity goes.
Yeah, it is, and it's really important that people know that. The pattern is to change. My trainer, she is a girl, and she's been through a shit, and she's still taking a shit off anybody. I like people who don't take shit off anybody, because something's made you like that. Some bullshit, you've gone, I've had enough of this shit, or the harder we go through. It's like all my guys surround me have been through the deal that we're talking about now. And I don't have any friends outside that. Now, I have friends that are not addicted to drugs and everything, but they've been through the rough side of town. They've come up fighting for the rest of their lives. They know what it is to fight for a meal. That's my guys. I don't mix with other doctors. They don't know fucking shit about nothing. They'll stand there. I teach doctors. I go into university and teach doctors about this stuff. It's like, unless you've been there, shut up. And it's just like trainers. If someone gets a 12-hour fucking, not even that, 3-hour fucking dig on the internet, now he's a coach. Fuck off. You can go as many certificates as you want. You can go to a college as much as you want. If you've not been the shit if you've not been through that shit and survived, you ain't got nothing to say to me. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit how long you've been at college. You got nothing to say. That's the guy. If I'm looking for a trainer where you live, I'm picking you. amongst every other else who might have gone to college, might have gone to Yale for 50 years. That make any fucking difference. I want to know the guy that's gone through that has the mindset like rock, because we have them mindsets, man. That's just, we're all or nothing, guys. There's no, oh, I might do this. No, we're in or we're not. I'm not playing. You want to go to the gym? We're fucking going in on the best workout ever. You want to start dieting and lose all that weight? Fucking real, I do. You want to start this business? Yeah. You want to do this? No. So the problem having a lot of people I've met is yes or no is a falling off answer. Because here was me years ago. Hey, Rob, do you want to come to the party tomorrow? No, but I'll tell you what, my uncle's auntie's dog, like the day. No. And the hardest thing for an addict and alcoholic to say is, thank you. Oh, you're looking good today. That's a nice shirt you have on, Mike. Oh, yeah, I just something. Thank you. That's fucking hard to say, you know? But there's nobody can beat us. There's nobody can beat us in this shit when it comes to living like human beings are supposed to live, because you're not following the herd, you know?
I was going to ask you about that. How do you feel about other doctors in your space, or even psychologists, shrinks, that people go to cry on their shoulders and tell them their problems and how they're feeling? It's like, well, what the fuck you been through? I want to know what you've been through. For you to tell me, give me advice. I get it. You went to school. You got the fancy degrees. But what the fuck you been through? I want to know what you've been through. Have you been on the dark side? Have you almost lost your life? Have you tried to take your life? I just want to know, because you're coaching me through all this. You're giving me tips and advice, but what have you been through?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the bottom line, man. I don't trust anybody. In medical fraternity don't know shit about what we're teaching. Nor do they want to know, because there's no money in it. But I went to find a therapist about 7 or 8 months ago, because I had one that retired. But everybody needs somebody to go to, away from the family, go, fuck, listen to this shit I had to go through. So I interviewed three psychologists. The first psychologist, like, yeah, I've been to Harvard, blah, 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 you know, I'm educated, da, da, da. And I said to him, okay, here's this. I said, you eat alcohol, drugs? Oh, no, nothing like that. But I have an MB in fucking MA in addiction. I said, okay, tell me this. You had a bottle of vodka behind your back, like you were hiding it from me, and you won't give it to me. But I would stab you repeatedly in the face till you give it to me. Oh, you can't. You're not my guy. Walked out. Second guy, the same. He almost called the police. Third girl, 80-year-old ex-heroin addict. I didn't know at the time. I walked in. Have you been through? Yeah, I've been through a little bit of that. So I said to her, okay, here's a scenario. Vodka behind your back. I'll stab you in the face repeatedly till I got them. And do you know what she said to me, Mike? I'd fucking stab you first. That's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl, because that's how my mind works.
I like that. Yeah, people nowadays aren't front and forward and forthcoming no more, man. People always, I don't know. This era is way different than the era me and you come from. You know, we had to earn our bones through these. You know what I'm saying? We had to earn through these blood, sweat, and tears. And, you know, we come from that background, bodybuilder, fighting, just a lot of testosterone, and like you said, walking in rooms, and we got excited for that kind of stuff. Nowadays, oh no, these kids are tough on their thumbs. Yeah. On the screens. It's way different. Yeah. And the minute you say something back to them on any of those platforms, they'll flag you quick. Yeah. It's like they don't want a society of warriors. And this is what I said. I made a post about this. Guys, you think we got to 2024 by being weak? Do you understand what our ancestors went through to get to where we're at? You guys understand centuries of fucking battle and fighting, and just fighting to eat, and fighting amongst each other, and fighting wild animals, whatever the case may be. We fought to get here. Yeah. You guys got it way too easy nowadays. Yeah. I get it. There's a lot of life stress and all that and mental health, but this is way easier than 200-300 years ago. I promise you that.
And today we celebrate mental illness. You know, I'm not getting into all that shit. I don't believe in it. Woke and all that fucking bollocks. It's like, celebrate that shit. Oh, you could call me this because we celebrate that. Oh, yeah, you're good. Shut the fuck up, will you? You need to get back in life and start inspiring people, not making fucking 20 fucking genders. And it's because your beliefs, you expect me. If you want to, I'm not getting into this, guys. I'm just going to say this. If you want to be a fucking woman and you're a man, great. But don't put that shit on me and expect me to treat you like that. I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm not going to do it, man. We're old school. You've been through the 60s, 70s, and 80s, man. You can't fuck with them people. They're real men. That's what the world's crying out for today. The real men need to fucking stand up, man. The real men who are still drinking and using need to get your fucking shit together. Because it's not about you. It's about all the people in this world that are dying waiting for you to get your fucking shit together. So get your fucking shit together. Everybody's a leader. Step out and be that leader. Because I'm telling you now, you ain't listening to this podcast by mistake, guys. You know, it doesn't work that way. The worst that you've stumbled across these podcasts maybe, and you sat there going, who the fuck are these two guys? But at the end of the podcast, you go, holy shit, because I'm talking to you. The guy that's been told all his life that he could never lead anything, you'll never be blonde enough, tall enough, thin enough, or rich enough. It's fucking bullshit, that's what it is. Of course you can. Step out. Starts today, guys. Whenever you hear this, it starts today. Not tomorrow, start today. Do something you don't like. Do something outside the comfort zone, guys. We're waiting for you.
And I tell everybody this, I go, and I speaking to my fathers, like, you're the leader of your household. Your woman, your wife, your family, your kids, you're an example to them. If you're fucking down in that bottle, guess what? You're going to create other addicts. Your kids are going to see the behavior you're acting. They're going to follow in your footsteps. Why not show them what a true leader's like? Anybody can get fit or jacked. Anybody can be successful. People think like even becoming a billionaire, like billionaires like Bezos and Elon Musk have a special power. Fuck no. They got work ethic, man, and grit. They didn't want to quit. They slept in their office rooms and were broke in order to get to where they're going to be, to where they got to be today. They didn't just get lucky. There's no luck. You got to put in the work, man. You know, you might have a little bit of luck here and there, meeting the right people put in front of your life to get you where you need to be, but you got to do the work. I always say, I'm not blessed with special genetics. I look like this at 49 because I put in the fucking work since I was 14 years old. I picked up a weight because I didn't want to be a skinny average kid. I wanted to be able to hold my own. I wanted to fight bigger kids. I wanted to impress girls. I wanted to fucking stand out. And that's why I got inspired by all the actors in the 80s, all the bodybuilders, you know, the Dorian Yates, the Ronnie Colemans, the Schwarzeneggers, Sylvester Stallone. Those were my inspirations. So I said, I want to look like those guys. Those are my fucking heroes. I'm going to look like them. So they inspired me to look the way I do now, you know, at this age.
I remember back in the day when I was bodybuilding, we had the World Amateur Bodybuilders, WAB, they called it, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was coming over, and I got chosen, and me and a friend, to pick him up from the airport and take him back to his hotel room. And I spent a lot of time with him. He had much more broken English than he does now. His English is perfect compared to what it was. But I said to him, because I wanted to pick his mind, because, I mean, you don't get like that, you know, without, you know, doing the graft and stuff. And I said to him, Arnold, this is amazing what you do and your body's fantastic, but what after the bodybuilding? What have you got planned? What he told me, Mike, I nearly fell off the chair laughing. He said, I'm going to do 3 things, Rob. And then we all went quiet in the room. I said, okay. So only me and this other guy. What's the first one? I'm going to become the biggest paid actor in the world. Well, I nearly fell off the chair, man. I'm sorry, Arnold, but it's not going to happen, man, because, you know, you can't even. Okay, what's the second one? So I'm going to be swear to God, this is true. I'm going to be a governor in the United States, preferably California. And I'm like, well, I thought you had to be a citizen to be. That's not going to happen, Arnold.
True.
What's the third one? And he said, I'm going to marry into the Kennedy family. Check.
Wow.
Check and fucking check. I remember coming off the streets, and it's always stuck in my mind. That's the 3 things that he was going to do. Not was trying, possibly, make. That's the 3 things. And that's how I've run my life ever since. I don't say I'm going to, I do it. It's like, let's look at quantum physics for a second. Quantum physics tells us that we can be 10 places. There's 10 Dr. Robs on a basketball court at the same time. Because we're atoms, we're not one. So I see 10 of me on the basketball court. So where do I want to be? I've never played basketball, but I'm not stupid. I want to be near the goal. I get the ball, I jump up, I slam it in the net, and I'm the hero of the game, right? Brilliant. Question, how do you get there? Answer, you walk over and you take that fucking position. End of. End of. You don't crawl for it, you don't fight, no. Stop crawling and crying, but walk over and take that fucking position before somebody else does. That's the key to life, Mike.
That self-belief is powerful, man. That self-belief is everything. And like you said, don't talk negative about yourself. Talk positive, because you'll start believing that. It's so true. Yes. I heard Mike Tyson talk about that. He's a very smart dude. He said on a podcast, stop calling yourself a loser. Yep. Stop calling yourself names. Call yourself a champion, a winner. Change that mindset. It's so right. The mind is crazy. It's almost like there's so many mysteries to this mind, man. We haven't even tapped into the true potential, but we all have it. You have it. I have it. Like I said, you can't buy what we went through. No one wants to go through what we went through. This shit is rough. Most people wouldn't make it to what we went through. No fucking way. They'll be broken. Either if they're still alive, they're not mentally all there, yeah, or they're in a jail cell, or they're in the grave. Because I lost a lot of childhood friends that I grew up with that are in the grave right now, or still in prison for doing crazy shit.
Yeah, most of my friends are dead from heroin. The heroin and stuff hit my town where I was about a month. I left to go down to London to get educated. and how that happened was stupid as well. But yeah, so I don't think there's any friends left. And when I go back 2 or 3 times a year to see my daughter, and now my daughters and my grandbaby. Do you know, I go and look at my old friends, Mike. They're in the same old bars, drinking the same old shit, talking the same old crap, you know, moaning about the wife and the kids. You know, it's like, guys, there's a big world out here. Is this you? Like, are you happy with? No, I'm miserable. What does? I tell people all the time. They go, if you're counting off hump days and TGI Fridays, you need another fucking job. If you're going out to a partner every night and you're fighting and arguing every night, you need another partner. Oh, it's not that easy. It fucking is that easy. Walk over and take that position. Stop staying around the places, because you'll come very confident in there. And before you know what day it is, and women tell this all the time, 1 minute I'm waving my child off to kindergarten, the next minute I'm waving off to college. If there's one thing I've learned in my 63 years, most of them 10 years were interviewing people, family and friends who were in hospitals waiting to die. And they all said similar things, Mike. And that is, I thought I had more time. Guys, we don't have fucking time. Stop putting shit off tomorrow. Do it today. Stop doing that shit. Or move that 7.3 sec. Do something. You know, I'm going to start a business. Jump on fucking GoDaddy. Get the domain name. Bang, you bought it for $10. You've done something. Stop sitting back and, well, I'll do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow. That's not how champions are built, man. You've got to take choice. You've got to run into the future. You've got to be, you know, be nervous, but never be scared about the future. You know, if you're doing the right thing, your fucking life's already mapped out, man. And it's going to be a successful one. You know, it's going to be a successful one.
People play with time too much. I keep saying, Father Time stops for nobody. What are you waiting for? What do you think Father Time's going to stop for you and give you a sign? All right, it's time to do it. You got to get shit done, man. Get shit done. Stop fucking around. Well, you know it. Like you said, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time. You know, you're going to be in a deathbed. I got hit with a stroke 6 months ago. It woke me the fuck up, and I didn't. I filmed it from my hospital bed. Like, look, you guys, I was in tip-top shape, and it still came from me. People were stumped. It's hereditary. Runs in my family. I wasn't on the right meds when they hit me. I was in the best shape ever, and it still came from me. So imagine you guys were drinking like assholes, abusing your body, not going to the gym. What do you think's going to come for you when a heart attack or a stroke come hit you? You're not going to make it, or if you do make it, you're not going to be the same afterwards. I fortunately for me, I bounced back a few weeks after and was back in the gym, right back to it.
That's it, man. Nobody's coming knocking on the door for you guys. Nobody, you're alone. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Everyone thinks everyone gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. You know, hey buddy, how you doing? Good. Here's me trying to look at my t-shirt, make sure I'm all good. See, I'm making sure when nobody gives a shit. They've got their own stuff going on. Nobody cares what I fucking look like, apart from me. With my past ego, I've got to make sure where the fucking this belt and that t-shirt. Nobody gives a shit. Make a difference to the world. Stop following the fucking approval of others and start approving yourself. And like Mike Tyson said, even in joke, don't let your internal dialogue or anybody else, I'm just a fucking idiot. No, stop that shit. Because the belief on the subconscious brain will turn that into an internal dialogue. The internal dialogue will make it happen. You know, you've got to be really careful, and people don't know this. We speak to ourselves, or I used to, worse than my worst enemies, you know, sometimes. And you've got to feed off the universe. You've got to feed off people around you. You've got to feed off your internal dialogue and belief. It's 2024. You want to start an empire? If you think money, if you think money is happiness, go for it, man. Go for it. That's what I thought. Just get the first $1 million in the bank. And this was only about 8 years ago. Okay. I need 5. Get 5 million. I need 10. I need 20. Got the $20 million. What am I? I'm fucking miserable. I had the newest Porsche 911. I got this big house. I got the Rolexes on. I'm driving down to this office in Highland Park. I was the most miserable son of a bitch ever made. That was only 6 years ago, man. I'm like, this money ain't doing shit for me, you know? But it's an inside job. I can't make you happy and you can't make me happy. Even with your wives and husbands, you've got to get happy and share that happiness and inspire happiness. It only takes one person to change in the house. And if you don't believe you can change the world, guys, I want you to do this for me. Next time you're in a built-up area of people, watch for somebody walking towards you, and sneakers are always the best. Look at the sneakers. Hey, nice sneakers. 3 words. 3 words. Okay? Hey, man, nice sneakers. Oh, thank you, man. Turn around and watch him walk away. He'll look down at his sneakers at least 2 or 3 times. Now you've just made his day. But guess what? When he goes home to his wife or girlfriend, because he's in a good mood, now she's in a good mood. Then the mother-in-law calls and you get the gist. Nice, or hey, nice sneakers. Nice sneakers, nice sneakers, 2 words. Nice, 1 word. It's changed the world, man. The fuck are you waiting for? And the best thing about it, when we give compliments, dopamine's released into my brain and his brain. It's a free drug. We don't compliment. Like, I don't know about you, Mike, but people don't come to me and go, Dr. Robb, you're amazing. You're just amazing. You're fantastic at what you do. And I tell you why they don't. One, they think we already know. We don't know. We don't know. And secondly, no. If you're working with someone, if you're friends with somebody, compliment them on a daily basis, man. Tell them how good they are. You know, tell them that you're amazing and fantastic. I have a restaurant that I own next door to my offices. I'm in there every day to every member of the staff. You are genius. You are amazing. We couldn't even work here without you. So, man, it's just unbelievable. Inspire people, man.
Yeah, compliments go a long way. We also do like a client shout out when if a client dropped X amount of weight, we'll post it on the group in front of everybody to kind of like, you know, give that client like a kudos, you know, make them feel good, keep inspiring them, and it inspires other clients like, wow, he or she's doing good. Time for me to step my game up. I want to get shout out, you know, things like that. But yeah, compliments go a long way. I love when young guys come up to me half my age. I'm like, ask me questions like, damn, bro, you're jacked. And then ask, how old are you? And I tell my age, they're like, whoa, they're blown away. I'm like, listen, don't let society fool you. They put in our head like we gotta be dead by the time we're 50. Dude, that old ideology of thinking that old way. This ain't the fucking 80s or 90s. This is a different era.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted. The future generation of our age group, they're not gonna look their age. They're gonna look like even more impressive warriors, you know. But you gotta awaken that warrior in here, and in here. You gotta find them in here. And I like what you said about money, man. Money right now doesn't drive you anymore. It doesn't bring you happiness, and a lot of people need to understand. Because I'm guilty of chasing money. I'm an addict. I sold drugs. I love making money. I'm not gonna sit and lie to you. I love it. Brings me some type of high when I make money. I don't know what it did for me, but now it's like I want to chase success. Do I want to get reward? Yes, but I also want to help people in the process. That makes me feel good. It brings me joy helping people.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. As long as we're helping. Now, it is a business you're running, great. Like us, carve 20%, 10% out of the business, help others while you're working. Take pro bono cases on, help everyone you can. When it comes to a business, you've got to charge what you are worth. So most weeks I get a call off a coach, a trainer, a psychologist, a therapist, and they ask me one question. Dr. Robb, I just started this practice, so I'm so excited. What should I charge? My answer is always the same, man. How much are you worth? Because I'm worth $2,000 an hour is what I charge. What are you worth? I asked her. Oh, I don't know, like $250. Are you worth that with all the knowledge you have and experience? Well, I've been homeless. That's your price, man. That's your price. Don't fucking belittle yourself for nobody. It's like, oh, can you do it for like 15? Oh, can I come in your work tomorrow and have my car free serviced? Is that okay? It's usually $300. Okay, I'll give you $100. Is it? Fuck! Don't try that with me. Don't belittle my pain that I've been through, my education I've been through on the streets, not fucking universities. You know, you can't diss that. This is what I'm worth. I'll guarantee that we do sit blah, blah, blah. You either pay or you don't. And one of my biggest sayings is, and I'm lucky I can say this, mate, I don't give a shit whether your son comes on or not. I don't give a shit. Now, if he comes on, he's my business and I'll take care of him. Don't you ever think I'm chasing your check. I'm the guy that turned Britney Spears down for fucking $1 million in 20 years ago, 19 years ago, in Campese's restaurant, Dallas, Texas, because she wasn't ready. And her dad begged me. Do you know how much money I had in the bank that Mike? I had $200 in the bank. And he just offered me $1 million check to take in, but I knew she was fucked up and she didn't want to get well, Mike. So I turned it down. Imagine how hard that would be. I turned it down, Mike. I walked away just thinking that God's got better plans for me to be okay. And fuck me, was it okay? You know?
Wow. That's deep. I love that you don't chase. You let it come to you and you know your worth. And I feel like that sometimes I'm undervalued because a lot of people understand you can't buy what we went through. They see what they see now with you and I. They don't know the past, what you've been through, what you had to go through. They don't understand that struggle. They have zero clue. You know, from you being homeless on the streets, from you being incarcerated, that's not fucking easy. No. It wasn't easy by any fucking means whatsoever. They don't understand that. They don't get that part.
If the real price was put on that, we'd charge $1 million an hour. Because that's what our time is worth. You can't get all that shit, you know. If you go with us or you work with somebody like us and with our experience, you can't forget that experience. You know, you've got to take that you can become somebody in a very, very short period of time with the experience of feeding on each other. Like if your guys hang around you enough, they're going to act like you, going to talk like you, going to believe like you. That's how the world works. We become our closest three friends. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. You know, we start taking on their traits, their behavior, their positivity. If I hang around 9 depressed people, I'm going to become the fucking 10th. That's how the mind works. So surround yourself with good people. There's always one person around you that wants you to fail. Find out who that is, even in jest. Don't be stupid, Rob. You can't fucking be on TV. I'm just joking. That guy, get rid of him. It'd be like a cancer with your friends. If you're not lifting your guys around you, and if you have more than 3 people in your inner circle, guys, really need you much? Fuck me. 3 trusted people, that's all you need. I don't have friends. I don't have best friends, Mike. I have 3 people around me that will drop everything to come and save me if I was in shit. You know, men are, you get this. Most of my friends are girls. Men get intimidated by me, and I can't be doing that shit anymore. It's petty. Stand up like a fucking man, for God's sake. You know, but they do. But women are good with me. They understand me. They know where I stand. You know, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy.
They don't like guys like us who are brash or straightforward. They hate it. They don't like that. It intimidates them.
Yes. Got to work on that shit, guys. You know?
Yeah. Build up that confidence, man. You got to work on your manhood for sure, no doubt. You got to stop being intimidated. You got to be like, all right, I got to step up. Okay, that means I got to step up. You shouldn't be intimidated by another man. You should be like, I'm a fucking warrior. I deserve to be here with him.
Exactly. You know? Remember, guys, who the fuck do I like today? To keep saying that to yourself. And says, got a key ring here. Somebody sent me off my YouTube stuff. It says fucking who? Dr. Robb Kelly. Says who? Like there's a guy that sort of sees my wife and he's at the gym and he's bigger than, really? Fucking really? So, stop it.
That shit, the funny thing is guys who are bigger than me, I don't care. Younger, stronger, bigger, doesn't shake me up one bit. Nothing. The crazy thing is listen, one thing that it's invaluable about going to jail and prison is you're in there with fucking monsters. So guess what? You become a monster. So that's invaluable. So I was in there with them. The fuck you gonna shake me up? You're gonna intimidate me. I was in there with monsters. I was in there with killers. I was in there with guys that put an ice pick through your neck. You know what I'm saying? No hesitation.
Yeah.
Think that's scary? You think these guys out here intimidate me? Not one bit.
Right. Nah. Yeah. It's fucking, I love that, mate. So fucking true. You think you're going upset with a few words and a fucking brace or stick your shoulders out a little bit? Shit. Stop it. When I was on the streets, mate, I didn't die, so I didn't go to hell, but I could sure fucking see it from where I was. The same with you in prison. You didn't go to hell, but you could sure fucking see it from where you were. You can't scare them. You can't scare that person. Fuck me.
No. No, I already been dead. I already died and was reborn. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like not to care about life.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared of death. I've never feared death. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I want to die. I love living. You know, I have a beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Got a family, got dogs. I got a nice life. But again, it never scared me. I don't walk like the rest of society. Oh, me so scared to live. There's a lot of life, lot to do out here.
Yeah. True, man. Love it. You're a fucking monster.
We're definitely gonna have to do a part 2, Doctor. I appreciate you, man. This is wonderful because, like I said, we're just barely scratching the surface, and I know you got a lot more stories to tell.
Yeah, let's stay on for another 10 hours. Right? We got to do this again, Mike. We got to do this again, man. For sure.
I enjoyed it very much, man. Maybe one day when I'm in the Dallas area, I'll come visit. But I definitely got to read your book too. I want to get to know more about you.
Well, I'll text Courtney now. She'll get your personal cell phone for me, and then she'll send you one of my books. And let's keep talking, man. I think we got something in the future. I don't fucking like people, Mike, but I like you because
same here. There's too many fucking fake ass phonies out there. And I can see right through their bullshit. I could do 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. I'll be able to read the room quick. Like, this guy's full of shit. Get out of here. Yeah. I don't like fake arrogance and fake confidence, and I don't care about how much. I live in Silicon Valley, one of the richest areas in the world. Lots of billionaires around. Those guys don't shake me. I can walk in a room with them. I'll shake them up. I don't give a fuck about the zeros in your bank account. Close that door and find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see who the real monster is. Shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan ever. I know what I'm capable of. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. We got some shit to do together, man. I love it, Mike. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, man, for having me.
Thank you. This was fun, man. Like I said, we could go on for hours. This is a fun conversation. Just because we both can relate. We've both been through our own bullshit, and we could talk about it. And we're forthcoming, and we're not ashamed of it. We're not hiding. That's the problem. Is people hide their stories too much. They're so afraid of fucking being judged. Who gives a shit? Who the fuck are these people to judge you? They ain't no better than you. Fuck you them. What they been through? They got their own shit they're hiding. I don't hide nothing. For what? Let it all out there. Let your nuts hang, like we say in the streets.
It's funny because Courtney, she gets me on my podcast. I do about 3 or 4 a week. And then she tells me, the guy's this, he's done that, da-da-da-da-da. So, you know what I say. I never take questions. He'll just do it and say, this is what I said about you, Mike. Holy fuck. I'm like, what? What do I know about him? Not even going to tell you his name today. But holy fuck, wait till you guys meet. That's all she said to me. So today when I looked, I'm like, oh, that's not can't be Mike, surely. And then you get on there, like, I'll just text her now going, holy fuck. Yeah. You're a monster, Mike. I love you, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Anything I can do for you. Anything at all. Yeah. I'm going to get your number in a second. I'm going to text you shortly. But just make sure you call. I want to be
Please. There. Yeah, let's keep in touch for sure. Are you on Instagram, by the way?
I am. I don't do. Courtney does all of the social medias, but it's addiction_doctor.
Okay. For sure, I'll follow you on there.
Everything I do is my Facebook.
Maybe one day we'll do like an IG live and talk to the audience. I got a pretty good following. I got to let these people know, man. We got to wake them up. A lot of men need help.
Man, that would be so good. That would be so good, man.
Yeah.
So I take it that's your Instagram at the bottom, correct?
Esco Elite Mindset.
Yeah.
That's correct. You are good.
Let's do it, baby. Come on, let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Holy shit, put that shit away. You're making me look fucking like an amateur.
Thank you very much.
Michael, thank you, man. I'll text you shortly, man.